In this video, we're going to learn how to draw straight line graphs for your maths. After going through this video, I guarantee you that you'll be able to draw a straight line graph for your maths. So ensure you stay to the very end of this video. As usual, I'm going to be giving you guys a practice question under this topic to test your knowledge on this. Okay, so having known that, let's go into the details of this video. Okay, now in the course of learning how to draw a straight line graph, we're going to look at how to compute our table of values. Alright, so let's begin with this problem I have here. We have to draw the graph, and we have 4y minus 2. We have 4y minus 2x equals -4. Okay, so firstly, we need to use the equation for a straight line graph. So make this equation here standard one. Alright, because we have treated this topic before. So the standard equation equals y equals ms plus c. Okay, so when you make this equation to look standard like this, you're going to have 4y equals this negative 2s will cross over the equality sign. We're going to have 2x minus 4. So from this, let's make y the solid formula. Y both side by 4. Okay, so our y will now be 1 over 2x minus 1. But this 4 cancels, so we're going to get 1. Alright, so from here, in this question, we are not giving the values of x. Okay, now when you're not giving the values of x, the range of x, okay, it is expected that you should provide your own range of x, of which I recommend using range from 0 to somewhere around 8. Alright, okay, so that's the range you're going to make use of. Okay, so our range of x will be valued from this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's start at 6. Now, with this, when our x is 0, when you plug in 0 here, this value, this x and the mass, your output y will be -1. Okay, now when you plug in 1 here, you're going to get a fraction. Half minus 1, I'm going to get a fraction. So let's make use of the point that won't give us a fraction, so that this graph will be easy for us to plot. When you plug in 3, when you plug in 2, you're going to have, that's 2, but you're going to have 0. So you're going to have a fraction. When you plug in 3, you are going to have a fraction. When you plug in 4, that's 4 over 2. 2 minus 1, we're going to have 1. So no fraction. Now, when you plug in 5, you will still have a fraction. When you plug in 6, you're going to have 2. Okay, so this space will not fill. These are the spaces that will give us a fractional output. If we don't want a fraction, we just want a whole number. Okay, so we're going to make use of these 4 points to plot a graph. Okay, so let me get the graph from what I have here. Our scale will be 1 cm, represents 1 units on both x and y axis. Alright, based on what I'm having here, I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, so it tells me that I should use the scale of 1 cm to 1 unit in order to have a neat graph. So let me get the graph for this. Okay, so from this graph I have here, I made use of 1 cm represent 1 unit for both axes x and y. That's why I'm having the scale to look like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the points. When our x is 0, remember this is the vertical axis, is the y axis, whereas the horizontal axis is the x axis. Okay, this is usually our y axis, this is negative y axis, this is positive x axis, negative x axis. Okay, so when our x is 0, our y is -1. So it's going to, the points will start from here. When our x is 2, our y is 0. So it's going to be here. When our x is 4, our y is 1. So it's going to be here. When our x is 6, our y is 2. So when you trace it, it's going to be here. So with this, we can now draw the straight line and get our graph. So when you draw it, the points will enter. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. All right, this is a graph of y equals half of x minus 1. Okay, so this is a graph for this interval. All right, so that's this guy is going to be. Okay, now if you have to get the y-intercept, remember I said that y-intercept is the point in which the straight line hits the y-axis. So where this straight line hits this y-axis is at this -1. So if you're asked to get the y-intercept for this graph will be, so the y-intercept will be -1. All right, so that's where the straight line hits the y-axis. Yeah, -1. Okay, so that is for this graph. Now let me give you guys a practice math question on this, and after this we can call it a class. Okay, so we're asked to sketch the graph 5y plus 2x equals 20. So we're asked to sketch this graph. Right now, feel free to pause this video and see if you can do this. Okay, let's do it together. Firstly, we're going to make use of this short line graph equation to get the standard equation. So we have y equals ms plus c. Okay, now this equation we have here is not standard. For using this short line graph equation, so let's make it standard. It's going to be 5y equals, now this plus 2x will cross over and change negative to x. We're going to have minus 2x plus 20. Okay, to make y the subject formula, divide both sides by 5. All right, so our y will now be -2 over 5x plus 4. Okay, we need to cancel each other. All right, so in this straight line equation that we have, you can deduce that our y-intercept here is our 4, whereas our slope is -2 over 5. Now, this question, we're not given the range of x. Okay, now let me recap again. I recommend that you guys should be working with the range of 0 to somewhere around 8 for x. So from this range, you can use that to get out of y. Okay, now since we're not given a range of x, we're going to get our own range. So range of x should start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's start at 6. Now, now since we have x, because x is independent variable, if from x we get y. Now let's get our y. Now to get our y, let's plug in the values of x respectively here when we see x. When we plug in 0 here, we're going to have everything here will give you 0. So 0 plus 4 give us 4. Okay, now if you plug in 1, we are going to get fraction or a decimal. Don't want a decimal, let's check 2. When we plug in 2, the same thing, let's check 3. When we plug in 3, we still get fraction. When we plug in 5, okay, 5 will not give us a fraction. Minus 2 times 5 will give us -10. -10 divided by 2, we divide by 5 further, it's going to give us -2. Now -2 plus 4 will give us 2. Okay, we're going to have 2 here. When you plug in 6, you still have a fraction. When you plug in 7, you still have a fraction. When you plug in 8, you have a fraction. When you plug in 9, you still have a fraction. When you plug in 10. Now, so let's extend this to 3 points. We're going to have 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so when you plug in 10, we're going to have -2 times 10. That's -20. -20 divided by 5. We're going to have -4. -4 plus 4, we're going to have 0. So that means we are working with 3 points for this graph. So let me go ahead and get the graph. So with what I have here, the scale of this graph will be 1 cm represents 1 unit on x-axis and 1 cm represents 2 units on y-axis. So that's the scale I'm going to use. because in this output of y, I'm having 2, 4 in that order. I'm not having 1, 2, 3, 4, just like in this exercise. Okay, so let me get the graph for this equation. Okay, so this will be the graph, how it will look like. So if you check the scale I use, 1 cm represents 1 unit on x-axis, 1 cm represents 2 units on y-axis. That's why I'm having 2, 4, 6 in this order for y-axis, and in the x-axis I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that order for x-axis. Okay, now to get the points, remember when our x is 0, our y, remember we have a midpoint here. Our midpoint here is 0. Okay, let's do it again. When our x is 0, our y is 4. So this is where these are y-axis. This is where it's meant to be. When our x is 5, our y is 2. So when you trace it, it's going to come here. When our x is 10, our y is 0. So the last point will be somewhere here. Okay, so from this now I can connect the points. Okay, so the points will run in this direction. Okay. Okay, so when you connect the points, this is how you're going to do. That's it for this problem. Remember, this graph is, we have the graph to be y equals, y equals negative 2 over 5 x plus 4. Okay, now when you check the intercept, y-intercept is a point where the straight line hits the y-axis. So this is where the straight line hits the y-axis as 4. That's why we have the y-intercept here to be 4. Okay, so this graph is valid. Okay, so that's it for this problem. Hope you learned something interesting from this video. Now, if you are new to our channel, ensure you check the description of this video below for link to our Telegram channel. Click on it. Join our Telegram channel for instant notifications. Also, ensure you are subscribed to this channel for more videos by hitting the subscribe button. Like, share, and comment on this video. Tell me how you feel from what you have learned from this class. If you seem to have any specific question to ask regarding plotting of a straight line graph or sketching a straight line graph, feel free to leave a question at the comment section below, and I'll be sure to give you a response. Now, click on the end screen above, and I'll see you in the next video. That's it for this class. Thanks for watching.